Welcome back to the Beard Bros podcast. It's been a while. It's okay though, because we don't care, and y'all probably don't care either. Like the video, subscribe. We're just gonna dive into a few things that's been going on. It's been a while, but we're not gonna waste your time about that. We're gonna be posting fairly regularly now. We're not lying this time. I've been busier than shit, and so I think I finally found a groove. Look at my hair. Anybody in Cruces, by the way, watching this, knows a good barber, at least recommend them in the comment section or something, because I need a haircut bad. Anyways, what else? You want anything to say?
No, you just need a haircut.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some hot topics as of probably the last 2 days. I don't know. How long has yours been?
Well, mine.
You said you're reading some shit earlier.
Oh, yeah, that Alex dude. It just barely happened, I think. I didn't really see it.
Okay, so I'll go first, and then I think he's got one story, and then I'm going to go at the end. So my first story is local news. Fairly local, depending on where you live. But as far as New Mexico goes, it's some pretty interesting news. So Sunday, today's actually Tuesday, which this will probably be out Wednesday. Sunday, about 2 or 3 days ago, there were 7 possible scenes, all related to one individual on a BMX bike in Albuquerque, New Mexico, on what they called a stabbing spree. He actually left 11 people wounded. He was on the streets of, I believe, downtown Central and Wyoming. All that was really said was his name was Tobias Gutierrez. He was 43 years old. He was literally on a BMX, stabbing motherfuckers, and then driving off to go stab more motherfuckers.
On a BMX bicycle?
Yeah, just like a bike. Like a regular bike. It wasn't like he was on a motorcycle or anything.
I thought he was on a dirt bike.
No, he was on just a pedal bicycle going and stabbing bros like GTA.
That fool was in San Andreas for real.
And
fuck.
Like,
I mean, hopefully
that's
no
the picture of him.
It looks like fucking Trevor from fucking GTA.
Oh, yeah.
God damn,
Yeah.
bro. He really was just out there thugging it. Where was this? Albuquerque?
Albuquerque.
Yeah, it seems like an Albuquerque thing.
Yeah, it definitely seems like an Albuquerque thing.
I hope no one's really injured because I laughed kind of hard
No,
at that.
nobody was. Everybody was in stable condition. I don't think anybody died
He was
or
all
anything.
stabbing people's funny bones and shit.
Well, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Like, you would think, like, how is this dude just rolling up and you're not paying no attention to nobody? Like, if somebody's riding a bike, you see them, even if you don't acknowledge them for a long time.
But it's like, I've never seen somebody on a bike that was a threat, so I guess I would be like, just another motherfucker on a bike that probably stole it from a 12-year-old on the street.
I'm going to be eating snacks on this podcast, too, because that's what I do.
So that's kind of funny, though. It's like,
I mean, it's funny, but then it's kind of like, man, has literally society come to that now where, man, this one had all kinds of, damn, boy, hit the jackpot.
God damn, this boy hit the jackpot for real.
Like, that was
he got like 30 fucking animal snacks.
Yeah, if y'all like those fruit snacks, not a sponsor, this one came packed and packed. Well, all I was saying is, I don't know. I just find it, I guess it's sad that it's normal. It's like normal now to get stabbed.
I don't know about that. I don't know anybody normally just getting. I don't know anybody that's been stabbed.
I do.
I don't think I could recall anybody that's been
not
stabbed.
multiple times, just once.
I know a lot of people that's been dropped on their head more times than they've been fucking stabbed.
But what I'm saying is, when I say normal, it's like, am I even surprised to read this story?
No, I already knew. I didn't even hear where you said it was from, and I already knew it was from Albuquerque because it sounds like something that region of the.
I mean, if it happened in Roswell, I wouldn't be surprised.
It'd be kind of harder to stab 11 people on a bike because there's not as many people on the streets in Roswell than there are in Albuquerque.
But this is like Sunday morning.
He got him before church?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure this is like Sunday.
That fool stabbing people before church and Super Bowl. God damn, that dude was going.
Pretty sure it was Sunday morning.
God bless America. He was going crazy earlier.
He was actually supposed to have court today.
Oh, so he was ready. Oh, yeah, he had.
Yeah,
court.
he got arrested and stuff, but
He already got caught. He got caught probably the same day. Yeah, that was a horrible.
So the judge was told that Gutierrez was unable to appear because of undisclosed medical issue.
What did he do?
He remains in custody without bond.
He's in jail, but he can't see the judge? What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Well, I guess a lot.
Oh, I guess it just says throughout the day.
Oh.
Including a homeless encampment, a gas station, and an apartment complex.
Damn, he was hitting the spots. He was doing a mission, huh? He was on one of them GTA missions, stab 11 people on a bike throughout the day.
Witnesses said they seen Gutierrez allegedly holding a knife and trying to stab and cut people. No deaths have been reported, but 2 victims are in critical condition, apparently. This is new news. I read this Sunday, and now more news. Obviously, more news comes out further in the days. I don't know, man. That's crazy.
Mr. Gutierrez, you need to get some mental help, because who the fuck goes around on a fucking Huffy stabbing motherfuckers?
I don't know, but that's the thing. It's like, what do you do? Like, put yourself in that scenario.
Somebody doing
You're at what did they say? A gas station, an apartment. No, obviously you're not homeless, but okay. Say you walk out here,
and the dude doing tail whips and stabbing people in the belly. What would I do?
Well, like yeah, like what? How do you prevent that? There's no way. I don't think.
Well, I know how to prevent one of them. I'm not homeless, so he can't get my ass out on the streets. So, gas station. Fuck, man. I haven't left the house in 5 days, so.
This nigga has it.
I don't think I'm getting stabbed by this maniac guy. So, but no, in all seriousness, fuck, if I'm in the gas station, I see this dude slicing tires and cutting bellies. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm going to the bathroom and locking the door.
Yeah, I'm just like, but when. I don't know. I just leave it this way. There's no way to really prevent it.
Fuck no.
Like, you can't do anything. If this guy rolls up, like you said, we've seen hundreds of bicycles, like, with people riding, and you think nothing of them. Like, oh.
Not even bicycles. You see homeless people that are standing there and like, hey, can I get $1? And just, got you, bitch. Stab
yeah,
me.
like,
it's
people
like,
that are, like, homeless or whatever, begging for money. It's like,
they get
you
pretty
even
close.
trust them? Yeah, well, they got to come up to your window.
They get pretty close to you, so it's like, it's possible.
Be careful. You think you're helping someone when you're really not.
No, they're helping.
Okay.
They're helping
On
them.
to the next story.
So this was actually 7 hours ago. Everybody knows the Alec Baldwin situation. If you don't, he was the director of a film that was getting, I think it's in Santa Fe or something.
Yeah.
And the prop gun was actually a real gun. The gun went off. It shot somebody. Gentleman dies. Now the family of that, or it was a lady. Hutchins, I don't know. Hyland, I think that's how you say it. Hutchins is the person of the family that's suing Alex Baldwin and others. It says others, so it doesn't really give it any explanation, which it looks like it was a wrongful death lawsuit. Unfortunate enough, I believe Alex Baldwin he's under investigation for that situation already. Now he's getting a lawsuit, which doesn't even give a number, like the amount that they're going for, because it's early in the process. It's only 7 hours.
Oh, it's going to take some time. It's not going to be like
Next
a week or a couple months even. It's going to be probably a couple years before.
So yeah,
this
guy's going through the works right now. He's going to probably go to jail.
Well, it sucks because, I mean, I don't know the motive, if there were any, you know.
Yeah. Like, who really thinks about stuff like that? I mean, I guess if it's...
My thing is, who bought the prop and how did you not and why didn't you mention that it was a real gun? Or were you that naive, you bought a gun from a homeless guy on a bicycle? And
it is New Mexico.
So I'm just, that's my curiosity. Like, my mind goes to, who bought the gun, and were you not aware that it was a real gun and thought how'd you fail to mention, hey guys, here's a 9.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, cool, it's a prop, boom, and it's like, no, fool, it was real good.
But
Now he's
even
dead.
then, like, who pulls triggers on guns anyway?
And pointing them at people.
Yeah, like, even if it's a fake gun, like, who the fuck does that?
I mean, I know some people.
I'll shoot you in the dick.
But the fact of the matter is, yeah, like, I don't understand why would you point a gun at anybody, whether it's fake or not. I guess it's just a rule of thumb, like, you don't do that unless your intent is, like, even if it was a fake gun you're pointing at someone, you're deliberately saying, if this gun were real, I would fucking shoot you.
Yeah, and even with a TV show, a movie, whatever it is, CGI is going to put your finger there and it's going to be a fake pull. Like, you're not really pulling the trigger in the movie. Like,
No, you're pulling it. But the thing is it's, yeah, you're right. It's CGI with the effects, but, I mean, you play the role as best as possible. Now, again, I'm not here to speculate whether or not I know what his motives were.
I have no idea.
But I just go back to my own, like, personal rules of handling a gun. I don't ever point a gun, period, at anybody, whether I know it's loaded or not. Well, obviously unloaded. I wouldn't point it at anybody anyways. Like,
No.
unless there's the intent to kill, which is essentially what they tell you when you do your concealed or whatever classes.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you only point if you're ready to shoot, and you don't even put your finger on the trigger unless you're ready to shoot, which would mean kill. So, like, for him to do that, I don't know. I feel like there's at least two people to blame. Obviously, you have to blame Alex Baldwin, and then you have to blame whoever bought the gun. Mm-hmm. Because if you go buy a gun, there's only two ways to buy a gun, legally and illegally. Legally, you're going to have to go and get, background check. I don't care where you're from and who you are. You still have to legally get checked and stuff.
Yeah, because if it was a real gun, it killed somebody, and it was supposed to be a prop gun, like, shouldn't you have went to, the costume store to get a prop gun?
But that's what I'm saying is they went and bought the gun, and for one thing I know for a fact, they don't just load guns. No. You don't leave the store with a loaded gun.
And they're like, oh, it's GT. I got 15
Well, they went and bought the gun.
15 bullets.
They went and bought the gun and then loaded it. And must have been cocked. I guess you could have cocked it yourself. But nonetheless, you bought the gun and loaded the clip.
That's what I'm saying.
And then there's full shot.
Now I see why there's a lawsuit and there's possibility.
Yeah. Or
thinking about
you bought an illegal gun.
Oh, shit.
And then loaded it. Or maybe they sold it to you loaded. They're like, hey, you want this gun for $200? And he's like, yeah, what's up with it? And he's like, nothing. It's loaded, though. And he's like, okay, I'm going to go give this to Alex Baldwin.
Dog,
they framed him.
Not thinking about it. Fuck. They did fuck that up. They fucked it up pretty good. Because there's no way that a loaded gun, unless it's just sitting in somebody's truck, and they're like, oh, let's use this as a prop. Like,
yeah, unless someone's like, hey, anybody got a prop gun? And that's supposed like, me. And then they're like, go grab it. And he's like, oh, here it is. And he goes like, man, this looks really real. And then by the time he says it is real, he's already killed that fool.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, bro, I was going to tell you it's real. He's like, bro, what the fuck?
We asked for a prop gun.
You gave us a real gun?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just speculating on what I think could have happened, maybe. I don't know.
There's no real explanation on how that happens because there's no real reason to point a gun and
yeah, there's really, even like I said, there's no reason.
That's why video games are made, so you could do shit like that.
Yeah,
you don't
like
point guns, even if they're fake fucking guns.
Yeah, you just don't point guns at people.
But you give dumb people dumb shit, they give dumb results, and you get dumb actions.
Yeah, like shit could happen, and you could regret it, and then it's downhill from there. I guess.
At that. But even then, do you think it's gonna, like, when I see these lawsuits and somebody's fatally dead, do you think
he might go to jail?
Do you think it ever benefits anything? Like now your family maybe gets this much money or whatever.
Well, it's at least something for nothing.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's at least like, it's not a life for life because obviously that's illegal.
Yeah.
But it's the next best thing, I think. It's like, hey, this guy's rich. At least take the chance. Now, there's a chance they don't get anything, but I don't know. Like, I couldn't imagine if, like, I got shot, like, if you guys sued whoever shot me. I don't know. Like, what if they're not rich? Like, then it's, like, pointless. You know what I mean?
That's true, but
Because not everybody gets that satisfaction. Like, this satisfaction now, obviously they lost somebody, but do you think that they would be suing them if they were, like, some broke dude?
no, they'd probably buy the best lawyers in the world at that point.
Like, they would just be like, make sure he does jail time?
Yeah, all the life he could do.
Yeah, like, make sure he does life in prison.
pretty much.
I guess, see, and that's where it's a little different when it comes to
Depending on the
jurisdictions in different places and different people. Because, like, if it were us, we're in jail doing time. I don't think Alec Baldwin's doing time right now.
I couldn't tell you. I didn't read all the way into
Right,
this
but I
situation.
don't. I would just say, let's just call it for what it is. It's most likely he's not.
Yeah.
And he's dealing with all his legal issues, and they're thinking like, "Yo, what's enough that you?" Again, this is just one of those things where I don't think it matters. Like, it's like the Brian Flores thing. Like, I get he's trying to make something big of the fact that, like, black coaches aren't, getting opportunities in the NFL, and he's suing the NFL. But at the end of the day, the NFL makes, I think, what did we say? Like $14 billion a year or something?
Something 34 or something like that.
Nonetheless, it doesn't matter. It's just the fact that they make a bunch of money. He's probably going to get a good lump chunk of change, but what does it really do? Like, I don't know if lawsuits matter other than it's like securing a bag that you may never get any other time.
No, but yeah, like if we got stabbed by the bicycle man, we're not suing.
Like,
that
yeah,
guy.
do you think any of them are suing
Oh,
them?
fuck no.
Because what does he have? Probably that knife and the bike. Well, they probably confiscated the bike because it's probably, like you said, it's some of your kids.
Just or it's like a drive-by. So now you gotta take away the vehicle.
They're all repoed. I don't know. You guys let us know what you think about that. It's okay. It's a good transition. Now, my next story was actually a story that it's been a long time.
2012.
2012, the Sandyhook.
Elementary
I guess you could just call it a
travesty.
I wouldn't call it assassination, but yeah, tragedy at an elementary school. And I don't remember exactly how many kids and people
It
died.
was 21. I think it was 13 and 9.
It was in Connecticut. It left 20 students and 6 teachers or staff dead. So 26 people died in the Sandyhook shooting. And they actually literally today settled on a agreement with Remington because that was the firearm of choice by the shooter themselves. Mm-hmm. So Remington ended up settling on a $73 million settlement.
And that goes out to 9 people. So there was 5 children families and 4 adult families. Like
so they were all like related though?
No. That whole thing was the one case. It was just the
so not everybody was involved
so
that
there was
died?
only 9 people went in on it, yeah.
Oh, wow. See, that was a part I didn't read. But yeah, look, like now they're splitting $73 million. That's like, $8 million per person. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of money, I guess you could say. But is $8 million still enough?
For nearly 10 years? Well, 10 years.
10 years of, I don't know. I don't know how long people mourn something like that. Maybe today they're thinking about it again and it's a sad day. But I don't know. I think you got to also, I mean, I know it sucks, but at the same time, you got to count your blessings. I guess you got something, because did that guy die? The shooter?
I didn't read into it.
I think he
don't
got
really
shot.
Remember. Yeah.
I think they shot him and killed him that day. So I don't know. I mean, again, it goes back to, is it enough? Personally, I don't know because I'm not in that. And maybe after 10 years it is.
Yeah.
But
I just look at it this way. I was talking to my buddy about it on PS4 just a little earlier. Just for people that love guns so much, just know the Remington AR-15 prices are probably going to go up. due to the fact.
Well, guns have always gone up. Everything goes up.
But I'm saying it's probably going to be dramatic because they're trying to benefit off the. They're probably trying to make money because they just lost $73 million.
Bro, Remington has been around since firearms have been around.
But I'm saying it's still a big loss. Let's see how much they really are worth. If that's
They're
the
probably
case.
worth more than that.
Well, I'm hoping, but what if it's 73 and they're fucking only like 300 million worth?
I look at it this way. They put ammunition and they build guns. There's nothing like Remington. You can't.
But I'm saying the prices on that gun is going to
Yeah,
be crazy.
maybe a little bit, but it's not going to be. Guns are already high. If you want a gun, good luck. Like, you're going to spend a few $100s. Like, it's guaranteed. It's so hard to come across a gun at a good price.
Yeah, they have to be way more because there says it in.
Bro, they're the GOATs.
800 million.
Yeah. It's like the NFL, bro. There's no one like them. It's one of the most.
That's almost 10% of their making, though. All time.
But think about it.
That's
But-
their whole making and the whole.
But you got to think this way. No one's ever going to stop buying guns, especially one place that buys guns all the time.
I'm not saying they're not going to stop buying guns. I'm saying that gun's going to go up.
Nah, that's what they said before, and the ARs didn't go up, period.
But no one's been sued for $73 million. And
I
that's
see where you're
10% of
coming
your
from, but-
earnings ever. That's 10% of your earnings of all
But see,
time.
but we also know that your net worth isn't really like, who was it, Chad Johnson, that said he's like, they say I'm only worth how much money, and then he fucking's like, look at my account, bro. Look at my money. Remington's making, bro, I get it. Yes, ARs might go up $100. Maybe. I'm going to say maybe because right now,
I'm going to say that guarantee it's going
I'm going to say they're going to go down in price. And this is why. They want to sell. So in order to sell, they're already selling their guns for too much. They're already making so much money off of their guns. If I were to go buy every part to build an AR, I'm going to spend half the money. That's just me still buying at retail, just every individual part to build me the gun. Okay? Yeah. Now, if they were to bring their money, say an AR is going for anywhere between like $2,000 to like $1,200, maybe $1,500, depends, because what it's considered is there's a part, it's called a lower. Without the lower, you can't build the gun, and that's the only part that you have to get your background check on, because that's the part that, fires. That's the whole piece, that's the heart of a gun. If I go buy a lower, that's going to be your most expensive. It'd probably cost me, I'd say like $300 to $400, okay? And then I buy everything else and blah, blah, blah. I would spend probably like $800 on a nice piece. That same gun, you're going to probably spend probably like $1,500. I'm already halfway spent it. If they bring that price down, people are going to buy Remington. What does that mean? They're making money. And they're making a lot of money. So I see, if anything, they're going to bring their prices down to beat their competitors, but still make Remington the highest selling gun. Because you can't sell something higher and expect people to buy it still. Like, you got to, like, that's just the way of the nature.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, it could go down. That's going to suck for the people that just went through 10 years of fuckery.
Bro, that's the thing is nobody understands. Everybody thinks that it's like when bad happens everywhere. But it's like it almost benefited Remington in the sense of like, well, now people are going to want that gun more because it's a harder gun to find.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that gun, that's a rare gun? I want that gun. Oh, what would you pay for it? $2,200. It's only a $1,500 gun. Well, boom, there we go. But now it's like, hold up. We lost a lot of money. We need to make money. But we can't sell high because we're not selling as much. We're competing with these guys. We got to bring it down a little bit. We bring it down. We still make good money. We're not going to make as much, but we're going to make more by selling more.
Because how much you say it takes to make a gun?
Probably like $800. Maybe even you can go lower. You can build an AR for like $500. But it's going to be a cheap AR.
Well, I'm saying like a Remington.
A Remington, yeah, about
Because
$800.
they value their. I don't know guns very well, but I know there's a few gun makers that are pretty high.
Well, it's not necessarily Remington. It's like you buy pieces that are like, I don't know. They're like what I would consider them as Frankensteins. No gun is like a Remington. Like you could put the label on there and say it's a Remington, but ultimately it's like
the PC we got. It's Razor, but it's an alien.
yeah, it's like
and it has
it's
all kinds
Dale,
of
it's
different
Razor, it's Alienware. It's like it's a Frankenstein.
I get you.
That's a gun. Now, yeah, you get more specific the smaller the gun. Like if I go buy a pistol and I buy a Smith and Wesson, that's a Smith and Wesson. There's no Frankenstein because a pistol's not a like it's not the same. But it gets a little bit more into detail. We won't go down that road. My point being is, yeah, the AR may go up, it may go down, it may not even budge. Because the thing is right now guns are so hard to even come by. You go to the store and you go and say, hey, I'm looking for this. And they're going to be like, I don't have that, bro. Oh, I need this ammunition. I don't have that, bro. Like, this is what I have. And it's like, fuck, I don't want that.
I've seen it. I've seen a lot of people complaining about ammunition. I don't know. I don't buy
ammunition is hard to get if you're not like on top of it. Like I could go down the street and probably get a box, but I'm gonna pay like twice as much. But that's the thing. Like everybody complains about, well, that's expensive. It's like it's not expensive because if it was expensive, you would not be buying it. That's the difference. It's like you say, oh, gas is high.
I wonder what's more expensive, buying a box of ammo or buying like a funeral cost, you know? Because like essentially that's what your weapon's used for mostly.
It's to survive, yeah.
Yeah, to protect yourself in your home. So would you rather buy
like a $40 box of ammunition
or like a $10,000 funeral? Roughly, I'm pretty sure that's probably the average.
Yeah, it's probably about $10,000, somewhere near there.
So
yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, essentially, yeah, that's how it goes.
And then gas prices. Do you not want to drive your car or not want to go to work?
Pretty much the price of a gas a whole tank of gas
like
and
a
right? Box of ammunition.
Oh, okay.
It's the same price.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much. Depending on your car, I know people are gonna be like, "Well, I drive trucks."
Well, I drive a Hummer.
Okay, well, no one told you to buy a truck.
It's like, hey,
and make that your daily.
Yeah,
like if that's what you do, then don't complain. Like even if gas prices were $2,
there would be
you're
somebody.
still gonna be paying like $60 to fill your tank. So I don't get your reasoning.
Like when I was growing up, gas was like one something, and the people were like, "Oh, $2, that's fucking expensive." And now it's like the world's getting more advanced and more technology is getting more expensive. Cars are getting more advanced, and people are like, "Why does my car take so much?" Well, you bought a 2021 fucking badass
Bronco.
Anything you buy, really, that's newer, it's gonna be older. It's like
I don't know. Like I said, it depends. If you're trying to make a truck that's got a lift kit of 6 inches and 48-inch tires and 30-inch rims, well, no duh, your truck's gonna take more gas, bro. Like it's gonna use more gas, and you're gonna need more gas a lot more often.
Because the push and the pull of your vehicles is not enough to accumulate.
Even if gas prices were $1 and your gas tank is $28, you're gonna be spending $28, and I'm gonna spend like $12. And I'm gonna get like 400 gallons miles to the tank, and you're gonna get like 300 maybe. So it's like
people complain about everything. It don't matter what it is.
But back on the subject, Sandyhook, after 10 years, finally settled. Hopefully, it meets all their, I guess, whatever requirements or beliefs or
8 million a person. That doesn't seem like enough.
I don't feel like that's a lot.
Yeah, that's not a lot, man.
Like $8 million a person. And that's not even everybody getting a piece of the pie.
No, there was like almost 30 kids or 20 kids.
There's still another, 20 people, almost 18 people that didn't.
Like, why did they do it? That's the question.
Maybe they couldn't afford it.
That's true.
They couldn't afford lawyers and stuff, and they were like, I can't do it.
Can't do it for 10 years.
Yeah, like 10 years of investing pretty much all you got to hopefully get something. Because that's the thing with the lawsuit is, it's a long-term game. That's why I say the Alec Baldwin thing is it's not a tomorrow thing. It's like you're gonna be in for a long haul. You're gonna be in it for 3, 4, 10 years maybe. And you're going to be spending money going to court dates, And hopefully, again, think of the lawyer fees. You're going to pay a lawyer. Them lawyers aren't cheap, bro.
So do they get taxed on that $8 million?
Oh, I'm definitely.
So they're going with 4?
They're probably going to get, let's just say $4 million a person.
So then your lawyer fee for 10 years, you're probably not even looking at half
a couple million.
Maybe if that.
You're probably like, hey, I'll give you 10% of my earnings to my lawyer.
That's
okay. So then you make $4 million, let's say, after taxes. You're gonna give them $400,000.
So you're making
$500,000, basically. It's like, oh, well, there's your $500,000.
God.
And that fool just made $500,000 for 10 years. So you made what? Like 50,000 a year.
It's not bad.
It's not bad considering that's one case.
And he's not there on that one case.
Yeah, he's dealing multiple cases all the time.
Yeah,
so
he's probably killing cases out of
50,000 a year. That's not bad.
Yeah, but for the people that needed that or got that money, I guess it's not a lot. $3 million is not a lot. Like when you really, if you're, I don't know. I guess
let's see.
It'd be a lot to me because I know I won't have to. I wouldn't try to spend that shit on some stupid shit. But some people wanted just, let's get a new Lexus, let's get a new house, let's do some crazy shit.
Connecticut. I'm looking at state taxes. There's 4 more rows. So I just seen it. Income tax.
Because ours is 7.83.
So it's like 7%.
Oh, okay.
So let's just say, but that's income tax. So I'm thinking it's different for taxable. Okay, taxable income. Depending on the head on the household, let's just say these people are married filing jointly. It's on $1 million plus, it's 7%.
So close to still 10, almost.
So
borderline.
8 times 0.7, 5.6, so 5.6 million.
That's a lot, actually. Now think about
5.6 million, and then you're still having to pay your lawyer probably like 10% of that. So another $5 million.
That anything over 5 is like a lot.
You pretty much got like $5 million out of it.
$5 million. It's like where it's like, damn, you can spend.
But like still, like I feel like that's not a lot because
that's not a lot, but it's like you could do a lot with $5 million. Like
if I had $5 million, I wouldn't be complaining.
Yeah, I could make that. You could. Anyone could. Make
I could live off $5 million a year,
or you could do some shit, make it even more money.
I mean, not $5 million a year, $5 million a lifetime.
Oh yeah, I could.
I could probably divvy that down to like 50 G's a year.
I've been living with like 24,000 making a year. I could definitely for $5 million in a lifetime, easily.
Bro, if I did that, if you had $5 million and you divided by 50,000, that's 100. You could live 100 years on $50,000.
Yeah, I could live for 200 years. I live in half of that right now, and it's like I could do that.
Let's see if I did like 100,000.
You're living for 50.
50 years? I could live $100,000 life per year off $5 million.
So if you told the bank, I'm gonna cap myself out 100,000 a year. Every 12 months, January 1st, you can give me another 100,000, and I can only spend that throughout the year.
That's cake,
dude. If you cannot
live off 100,000 a year,
that's you're buying.
We need to make $5 million,
dude. That's all you need.
That's all a person needs is $5 million.
Jeff Bezos, I heard you have about 700 billion. Let me get 5. Let me get 5 billion.
I just need some way of doing that. I don't know. Again, I feel like we've gone way past the focal point of this entire discussion. But yeah, Sandyhook, congratulations. I guess we'll end on this news. So I want to give a shout out to a good friend of ours. He helped us. I mean, I guess we asked, but he did say it was cool that we did a food review at the time. I mean, we thought that they were really good at the time we did their food review. And they just had a big guy go in and do like a food challenge. What was his name? Casey something.
Casey Webb.
Casey
from the
Webb.
Food Network cooking channel, Man versus Food. Premiered today, February 15th. I think it said 9 p.m. Eastern time. So if you have Hulu, Netflix, check it out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be streamed on that.
Yeah,
network.
and so shout out Paul Johnson, Brandon Johnson's stepdad.
Got on TV, my boy.
Yeah, he just got, pretty much a bunch of exposure to what he's doing, his craft. He showed me personally his whole secrets and techniques. I appreciate that, man. I'll hold that dear to my heart. But congrats, dude. Congrats on Backdraft Barbecue. I thought they were one of the best of all time since we've done food reviews.
Yeah, one of the better ones we've ever done. Get ready for a lot of celebrities in that place because once it hits Food Network, a lot of celebrities already come to Roswell. You're going to be known. There's another place that was there. Is not there no longer in Roswell. That was on TV. So I feel like you're going to be the next guy up.
Yeah, you're the next guy up, man. And again, from our end, shout out. Appreciate it. Congrats, dude. I mean, I can't wait to see what else comes from you guys. Hopefully you remember us and we could do some more food reviews maybe in the future. But congrats, Paul.
Congrats.
Other than that, that's all the news we have today for you guys on this podcast. We'll continue to post frequently as possible. Bear with us as we do transition still. It's been a little bit of a crazy ride so far. And so that's pretty much it, guys. We're going to call it a night. I got an exam tomorrow, so I got to go study. So
I got Fortnite.
Till next time with the Beard Bros.